Hi guys, today I have one more set to try out here. It's the new Die Impress chocolate box stamp and die kit they brought to HSN. They did send us item free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. Any links on the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. And again, the description box is right under the video. Looks a little different now. YouTube did some changes, but again, it's always right under the video. You can click on the title, it kind of opens up, and then you might have to click show more again, and it'll open up even more. But all that info is there. Another question I continue to get, and sometimes I am remiss in talking about this later on in the video, but any thin metal dies that you have will go through any machine that cuts thin metal dies. So if you have the marquee, you can put, other brand thin metal dies through, or if you have another machine, you don't have the marquee, you can definitely put these through that machine, as long as it cuts thin metal dies. Sorry, so I just want to make that clear because I do get that question very often, and sometimes people will skip it if I happen to mention it later. So, so sweet. Just, it has like this larger die that I will measure for you guys, and we'll get a good sense of how big that guy is. The metal to metal is actually 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 of an inch or so. So great for an A2 size card or anything else that, obviously is larger than this. And it makes this little frame here. And then you have all these little confections or candies and things you can pair up. So we have like a little swirl, or one that looks more like, how candies look like they're kind of like twirled. I don't know. The chocolate on there, really cute little design. You can cut it with a regular circle, a scallop circle, or pair them up together, I suppose. That's what it looks like here. Here we have a plain square, but you can also stamp it with some of these other little images. So I'll show you like the little squiggle here, like a little chocolate accent, different things. That's what they're showing you here. And then again with the little confection like background. How cute is that? Like the little cup. I always mention I go to See's Candy because that's what I've grown up with as far as like fancier chocolates, if you will, and they always have them in the little cups, of course. A lot of times you buy a chocolate box and that's how they look. And here this one's more like a rectangular shape, again with the different little decorations, the little heart, and then also has a little heart. Oh my gosh, how cute do these look on here? I just realized that. Aw. That'd be cute to just make inchies or different little things to decorate cards with, if you guys are familiar with inchies. But they have a little smaller square and then a larger one, the circle. I mean, even to use these for like sentiments, if you have something you can stamp and then you have the 2 dies. Love it. And then we have a tag here, but let's check this out. We have the beautiful bow and then the ribbon. It says ribbon stamps can be paired with bows. So like these guys, these long guys right here. You would just stamp it and then you can cut it, or just have it stamped, in the background, then you put the bow on top for like the dimension. But it has different pieces, looks like. Yeah, this one here. So that's what they're showing you. Like, let's say you just stamp those 2 and then put this guy on top and it looks like a completed ribbon or bow, however. The chocolate covered strawberry. We have the word love. That's all cute and stylized. We have life is sweet, and then the little tag that you can cut those on. Happy Valentine's Day, thanks. And then here we have this other little banner kind of tag with the I love you, happy Valentine's Day, be my Valentine. You can put those on there. A chocolate for all that you do. That's funny. Chocolate makes it all feel better because you're in it. And then of course you're pairing those sentiments with these other things to make it make sense, right? How cute. So what I'm going to do is just grab some papers. Yeah, and I will be right back. So I went through everything on the inspo sheet. I didn't really look at these because they're basically all the same things we saw there, but there you go, just before I move on here. And then these are all the different dies and things that go along with them. Very lovely. So let's see here. Okay. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. So I have a card base. It's just a standard A2 size card, which is 8.5 by 5.5. Of course, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have this really pretty kind of pinky coral paper. I think I'm going to matte layer with this. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 because I like it to be very close to the edges. Then I have this piece that I think I'm going to put in behind because we're definitely going to make this into a shaker, of course. So we have this guy. And again, I'll just quickly, take a measurement of kind of what we're looking at. If I'm going to cut this, I'm going to cut this paper down just to fit inside there. I don't need it to be exactly the same. So this will be about 3 7/8. Yeah, so about 3 7/8 by almost 5. So I'm going to cut this down to just a little bit smaller than 3 7/8 and a little bit smaller than 5. And same thing with this piece of acetate, just to get that going. So I will be back. Okay, so I have some of these things cut down, and I'm just going to glue this down. Again, this one's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And see, I didn't say, let's see if it works out, and it already is plugged up. Let me push this in a little bit and get that going again. Sorry, just had to give it a harder squeeze. There we go. Alright, and then this piece is a little bit smaller than 5, and it's more like 3 3/4. Let me see. Yeah, basically 3 3/4 for that to fit under what this looks like. And to be honest, I should probably cut this first and just really make sure, but I kind of eyeballed it like on the inside cuts here, and that's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down just to have it set, and then everything else will be on top of that. But if you want to put it together first, like your shaker, and then put it on top of your card, that works too. And oh, you can actually use real ribbon. That'd be fun. If I was gonna do that, I wouldn't stick this down yet, because I would wrap it around the whole shaker. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Now that I'm putting this down here, make your own little bow and then stick it on there. Wrap it around so it's just a little even more dimensional. Okay, and then we have this guy, which we're going to use in just a little bit. Again, also cut about 3 3/4 and just a little bit smaller than the 5 inches. But we'll use that in a little bit. This guy I'm going to run through. I grabbed these papers, and I was going to make the bow red, and I thought, oh, I can just cut it and then kind of layer it up, but I think I am going to stamp and cut it, so I'm not going to make the bow red, I'll make the box red. So I'm going to use this beautiful red glitter paper, and use this guy here. Okay, so I'll run that through, and we'll have our frame. And then for this guy, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and stamp it. This is pearlescent card, so it's a little bit slippery, but I think I'm going to stamp it with some VersaFine and seal it with some embossing powder and then go from there. So let me just grab this scrap of paper. I'm going to get this set up on a stamping platform and all that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's have that there, and again, you can also use these guys, and you know what, I guess I will, why not? So let me put this on here. I'll just cut a couple of these because I'll just have it like a bow and then just the little end pieces, and why not? So I'll go ahead and stamp it too. Oh, okay, let's put that there. Let's put that guy there, and we'll need 2 of these, so I will stamp that twice. And since I'm going to use some embossing powder just to make sure it really sticks, I'm going to use a little anti-static pad. Get some of that VersaFine on here. Let's get that going. And for whatever reason, pearlescent paper, whenever I stamp with black, it makes the black look almost brown. Kind of odd stuff. So let's take that down, see if we got it. Oh, pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to remove that because that looks great already. And just place this, oh, maybe there. And let's get that one going. Then I'll sprinkle with a little embossing powder and just get that done. Okay. Let me take these things off. Alright, buddy, come on. And embossing powder here. Just get that on there really well. And I'll hit it with my heat tool. Make sure we hit all the areas. That's pretty good. And I'll hit that with a heat tool, and I'll be right back. So I'm just going to take my little die for the bow, and yeah, and you can just kind of eyeball that one. I'm just trying to make sure that I have that on there, but if you want to make your aperture, you can definitely do that too. That looks pretty good right there. These other guys don't have a die that go with them, so I'm just going to cut them. And again, when you're embossing, try not to put the tape or whatever you're using on your embossing because it might lift it up. So I'm just going to be careful with that. These guys I'll cut by hand. I'm also, since I'm here, I'm just going to run through a few different things. Let's see here. I need a heart candy. So I'll run through a few of these little doilies, just depending. Probably 6 of them look like they would fit in there, so I'll just create maybe 6 of them. For now, I'll just run these guys through just to have a few different shapes, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so it's gorgeous. Look at that, so pretty. I can go ahead and glue this to this right now, just to have that ready to go. Definitely will save this for something else. Maybe I'll use it later in the same project, who knows. Let's see here. And for these guys, all I'm gonna do with this is just cut it about the same way that this looks, you know, like the edging, just kind of tight to the bow. So I'm probably gonna cut a little bit off anyway, but for right now I'm just gonna cut them like that, just by hand and kind of close again. And what I mean is that I'm gonna cut it off is if I have it at an angle, I'm probably gonna go ahead and cut a corner off, you know. So like, let's say we have this like this, and if my little chocolates are here and the bow is there, you know, the rest of the bow, I'll probably cut that top piece off. So let me go ahead and cut this guy down and I'll glue these together and I'll be right back. Put that to the side for right now. And I did cut about 5 shapes. We'll see if we're going to use all 5 or not, because it just depends. If you can't see behind the bow, you know, we don't really need to put something there, but I'm just going to play with these. And I'm using brown paper, so like it's like milk chocolate and dark chocolate, which these colors aren't quite there, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is just take a moment and stamp with some brown ink on these guys, and let me just show you what that might look like. So let's say, again, we have like this one. I didn't use a circle, I used the heart. Oh, the heart has even a smaller heart you can play with there. So let's say we have this guy. And pick that up, and let's pick this guy up. And I'm gonna make this real simple. That's why I'm using the brown. So brown ink. That'll be one of the chocolates. Maybe the other one will be dark chocolate. So I'll stamp it over there. And then if you want, you have little sprinkles. I mean, there's different things. I think this is the one for the heart, though, as far as the little like swirly lines here. Something like that. Let's see if I can get that right there. So I'll do this for all 5 shapes, just a little something. Something like that. Oh, let's get that last bit that didn't touch this side at all. Okay, and then to color that in, let me just get like a brown marker. Let's see if this was dark enough. Just medium brown for the original kit. And I'm just going to color that in. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for all of them. Just make a little darker brown or whatever color I might need. I was thinking on this one, if you want to use like white, you can use maybe a white gel pen and just color it in so it looks like it was, you know, decorated with white chocolate. That's what I'll do for all 5, okay? And I'll be right back. I'm doing these guys for the little square. I'm doing that squiggly one, but just kind of like at an angle, so it fits within the square. And then this one's just like a little Hostess cupcake swirly one. All right, I'll be back. And on these, I just used the medium brown, then like the darker brown on this one. So that's just how they came out. And then I'll just take the inner, you know, the little heart. I did use the small square instead of the larger square, so of course I'll use this one. And then this guy, same piece that I used for the little ribbon or whatever. So I'll just tape those down, cut them out, and I'll be right back. And there they are. Look at that. I just eyeballed those. So again, just placing that on there. Kind of seeing where the edge is. It's really easy to kind of see through them and see that the line of the stamp, and just kind of keeping that centered, you know. And that's what I'll do with the rest of the last couple. So cute. Okay. So we have all our shapes here, and I'm just gonna glue these right to their little like confectionery cups. But if I was going to not make this a shaker, I would definitely pop them up just to give them a little more dimension. I think just something different. How cute do those look? Just finished off. So I'll just glue them all down, and then we'll come back and put them on our card, and then just finish up with the shaker and all that. So look how cute. But how cute would those be popped up? I think that's just adorable. Or even if you cut a ton of layers, like 3 or 4 layers of the same colored paper and stack them up so they look high like they're actual chocolates. Oh my gosh. Like they have that depth, you know? Okay, I'll be right back. So let's bring this guy back. And I was going to put the box like this, but I mean, if you want to do it this way, that would be nice too. So let's see, I do have however many pieces. Let's see where this bow would end up. Actually, we can even place the bow first just to know exactly kind of where we'd be looking. Something like that. Maybe a little bit higher up. Okay. Maybe we should pop that up. Well, if we have the thing popped up and that popped up, I mean, it depends on how much dimension you want, right, in your project. So for right now, I'm going to put some glue down. I'm not really going to stick this down. Just kind of put this on here. Not quite push it down yet because I don't know where these pieces would look the best, like right there. Okay, so let's put that piece down. And once I see that, then I'll trim away whatever I need to trim away. And this piece over here also. Put the cap back on that. No. Okay, something like that. I'll just give it a little bit of, let's go this way. And then from this back side or from the top, however makes it easy for you, I'm just gonna cut this piece off. So it's like it's wrapping around. And here might be easier to look from this side so I don't cut my bow accidentally. Okay, so we have something like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should bring this out a little bit further so this piece gets cut off where it needs to be cut off. Hold on. Let's bring this out just a little more. There we go. We need to cut that piece off because otherwise it just has like a area that doesn't make sense, right? Okay. There we go. And what I'm going to do is also line this out. Add a little more glue. I'm going to line this up with some dimensional adhesive on a roll. So just again, going along the very edges. There's plenty of space here, so if you have like 1/4 inch foam, that'll work. I'll be right back. Again, just lined out. Making sure you don't have any gaps, so whatever sequins or things that you pop in there won't fall out on you. And so if that looks like that, how cute. I mean, that's cute already. Let's see. So let's arrange our little box. Something like that, maybe something like this. Again, I'm making it so that, you know, it's visible. Obviously, the top corner still shows a little something. If you want to pop something in there, I don't know if this needs to go this way or... Ooh, hold on. Let's see. Let me put this here. Put this guy over here. Oh, another heart. Let's put the heart like this. I just wanted to kind of get a mix and match of the types of chocolates, you know? Oh, that's cute. Oh, but you know what? Maybe... Okay, I'm going to play with this a little bit because I think maybe I should put this one over here. And then this guy here. And so maybe switch these guys. So let me play with it a little bit and see what I think. But I think that... Oh, yeah. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to stick these guys down. Cute. And since this is a shaker, I should have mentioned earlier that we really want to put glue behind there so that the sequins and things don't just stick in there. If you want to pop these up inside there, I suppose you can. I would use a smaller, like, dimensional... Not smaller, lower profile is what I'm looking for. Dimensional on there. Let's look at this again. So cute. Okay, I'm just going to put glue and stick them down. I'll be right back. Just looking, double checking. That's really sweet. Okay, so I'm not sure those are dry yet, but we will put some of these guys. And again, I put less is more, in my opinion, so I don't really fill up my shakers too crazy. And I'll just peel these backings off. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about this. You know that little trick where you just kind of peel some back and leave it like this? That would be a very good thing to use here on a shaker because a lot of times it's hard to tell because of the dimension where you're kind of at. I should have done that for the first 2 strips. And that way you're looking, you're centering, you're making sure you're covering up that base part. See, this side already wants to stick because it doesn't have that protection. And then once you get it down where you want it, Well, that one didn't work, but let's you peel it off. I'll just get this one off from over here. But either way, it still gives you some time to play a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna stick that down, and like I always turn it over, give it a really good swish. And look how pretty. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. All right, let me clean up a bit and then we'll finish off our card. So, you know, we have the little tag, we have this other little tag. You can kind of tuck it in here or have it come out. I was thinking about just using the little word, or you know what, maybe we'll do both. We can do that. So how about we do love and just maybe the same white pearlescent paper and just put it down here. We can also make ourselves a little tag too, so I'll just kind of, I wasn't planning on that, so I don't know if this is already stuck down. Let me see. I can probably stick it in there somewhere so we can get that going. Okay, so let's see. Happy Valentine's Day, my Valentine. Let's do Be My Valentine. And again, I'll just stamp this maybe with some red ink on like a white paper. Let's do pink. Yeah, we'll do it on some pink paper and I'll be right back. I'm going to stamp that. Again, with sentiments, a lot of times they stamp pretty well without having to put it on a precision press or anything like that. And with this guy, I'm just going to eyeball this. So how far do I want that? Look right there. So I'll run that through and I'll run this through some pearlescent paper and I'll be right back. Let's see, if you have the, is it Hidden Messages? I don't exactly remember the name of the kit a while ago. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. You know what? Where do I want to put that? Just in here somewhere. Yeah. What I'm going to do is probably cut a little bit of that tag off since it's not going to show anyway the way I'm using it. So I'm just going to cut that piece down and leave it kind of zhuzhy. If you have the Hidden Messages, I think they had a little chocolate box set before. A little smaller, different from this one, but I'm sure you can mix and match some of those things. That'd be really fun. Yeah, something like that in there. And then we have the word love here. And I'll just put some glue very lightly on the back of this little guy. And just glue it down right there, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I'll just put it right in here. Just a little accent. And I just put glue on the back of my hand and pat that on there. So there's my cute little chocolate box. I mean, just adorable. Again, you can orient it this way, you know, whatever it is you want. Super cute. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I have the links in the description box. And again, these are available now. I will say, if anything changes, like the pricing, once Craft Day actually comes on November 15th, you can just chat online with HSN or call them and you can get a credit with tax and everything on the difference. So if it's something you want to pick up right now, again, they are having free shipping with orders over $75 at the end of the day. So like if you place an order for $25 and then for $18 and whatever it is, by the end of the day, if it reaches $75, you get free shipping. It doesn't have to be in the same order, right? It doesn't have to be like at the same time. But daily, okay? So again, that's what they're doing. That's what they're running till the end of November. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, images in the description box. No, images coming up. Links are in the description box. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.